Hello, this is Broly, SS Guide, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'd like to talk about how people think that because Xbox has Game Pass and that's the reason why it's shutting down. Well, it's losing money, which I do believe that's true. But besides that, they feel as though bringing back exclusives for Xbox will make a big difference, and I really don't see that happening. Um, I don't see exclusives on Xbox, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but like I don't see it making a big impact on the hardware sales and nothing like that because, well, this is the thing. Why was Game Pass invented in the first place? Wasn't it because of the lack of game sales? Or you could say the lack of studios. Okay, I give them that. But those games that they had before Game Pass, were they not selling well, or were they selling well? Because Game Pass tells me that they wasn't selling well, so they had to make Game Pass to bring in more players, well, more people to buy the console, right? And that clearly didn't happen. So we got Marlon Gaming Nation out here talking about giving this little pet rally speech for Asha Sharma to go back to your roots and bring back Game Pass and all this stuff. And it's like, bruh, it's like nah, it's like when they were at their roots, they had the event Game Pass because their roots wasn't working for them. Think about that. And it's at the point now, and I hate to say this, but I'm being real. Xbox's brand name itself is so tarnished by today's society, and also through the younger generation. Okay, let's like this: through the generation, the older generation that was on Xbox that didn't like it, they had offspring. So the ones that didn't like what's going on with Xbox back then and also now, that or actually back then they had kids and their kids are growing up on like PlayStation or Nintendo or like PC. So when they see Xbox, it's like, ugh, I don't want to play that. I don't like that. It's a gay box. I'm not lying. I've seen kids ages 16 years old up to like 15, well, 15 and up. Somehow they don't like Xbox. They call it a gay box. They call all kind of names for it. I would never touch that thing. And yeah, it's like even if you was to go to all exclusive, I don't see it selling like that, bro. I'm sorry. But you got Marlon right here preaching and trying to get their Xbox's attention. Like, oh yeah, you gotta do this and go back to that and go back to your roots. And nah, nigga, if that was the case, then why didn't Phil Spencer do that while he was there? Instead of him going with Sarah Bonds to say everything's an Xbox, why didn't he sit there and say, okay, you know what? Let's double down on exclusives. He could have did that, but he didn't. So I Phil did it for a reason. He knew that exclusives wasn't selling the console. That's why Game Pass was invented, and that's why he stuck with Game Pass. 'Cause he knew that if you go all exclusive, it will not push those consoles to be sold. So he was trying to push the Game Pass so we can get more subscribers, so everybody can play everywhere, no matter which platform you're on. The Game Pass will pretty much pull in more subscribers, but that didn't help either. So nobody didn't want to pretty much subscribe to the Game Pass like that. I mean, people did, but like not as much as they wanted to happen. They wanted to reach over 100 million players by the 2027, and right now we're in 2026, and they're still sitting at between 27 million to 30 million subscribers. That was just not good at all. So if I was Maryland, I would just hold my breath because that's another thing too. He's talking about like, well, if Xbox is gone, then Sony's gonna do what they want. Sony, okay, look, Sony and Xbox are here now, and I've been seeing mostly Xbox pushing for more expensive stuff than Sony. Okay, when the Xbox first came out, yeah, okay, they had the Xbox Series S and all that, right, which is a cheaper console. But at the same time, it's like this though. I seen Xbox goes to say, okay, look, Nintendo went ahead and said, well, we want to go ahead and make Mario $80. And what happened right behind them? Who came after that? It was Xbox, some $8 game. I forgot what game was it. I forgot what game it was, but they wanted $80 for a certain game, right? And he's making it try to seem like okay, competition will drive each other to do better, but yet all I kept seeing was competition driving them to go up in price because like they went up in the price in their Xbox, and then Sony went higher. So how is that competition? Are they competing on who can sell the highest box? Because they're not going no lower. And I haven't seen Asha bring down the prices of those consoles yet. Why hasn't she did that? If it's competition, why she ain't competing on the prices of those consoles to go down? All that she did was just bring down the price of those a Game Pass. But yeah, the console's still sky high, and Sony's is sky high too, $900. They crazy. They lost their mind. So like, I don't see them being together in the same space in the same era at the same time, doing us any favors of better competition. That's going to be like better for us and our bucks, our money being spent. Because Xbox was sitting there talking about the next gen consoles could be like what, over $1,000 to $2,000. Sony didn't say that for their console, but you know it's going to happen. It's going to be pretty expensive probably. But yeah, they came out and said there and said, yeah, we're gonna be selling a hybrid console. But yeah, I see Marlon sitting there embracing it. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be a hybrid, so that doesn't count. Nigga, regardless if it's a hybrid console or not, how is that showing us that competition is better when they're sitting here, Xbox to sit here talking about higher prices for their next gen console? But yeah, you talking about Sony's gonna be this and Sony's gonna make everything premium. Xbox started it first. Xbox been did it. They already talking about higher prices for consoles for next year, next gen. Now they talking about lowering it because they know daggone well people wasn't even buying a Series S like that. S is in stop sign. S is in Superman, not X but S. And nobody want me buying that much. I mean, yeah, but majority of the consoles were S, the Series S, as in Superman. But yeah, it didn't move the needle for their console sales. So now they're talking about going premium. But the thing is, like I said, I just saw that and probably said, well, in the point of selling a console hybrid that high, so they're gonna reduce the price, which is a good thing. I'm not knocking that. But the thing about it is, even when they had the Series S as a low price, nobody still was buying the console. If they had exclusives, it doesn't make a difference. You know, and another thing too is this: if they want two exclusives, which I still don't think they'll sell the console, why not get rid of PC? Why just Sony and place? Why just Sony and Nintendo? You know what I'm saying? But like, and I noticed you never said anything about letting go of PC, but you want to let go of Game Pass, which Game Pass is a big chunk of what's going on. Probably why it's so bad over there. But yet and still, I see how um I see what's going on. I see that that even my Xbox is still here right now. They were still upping the price and everything, and Sony's right behind them. Talking about, well, you know what? I'm gonna hold my beer. I'm gonna make the PS5 Pro $900, which is crazy, you know. And yet people still trying to sit here and sell a PS5 Pro and sit here making videos talking about the Pro is best at this and best at that, it's better than the PCs. Who cares? They're pricing the best at everything, and it ain't worth no $900. I don't care how much that Pro can do. You know what I'm saying? People are PS5 Pro junkies. Oh, the Pro is this. The Pro can. I don't care. The Pro is a 5090. I ain't trying. I'm not trying to pay no $900 for no Pro. Even the PS6 come out, I'm not trying to pay no $2,000 for no PS6 or $1,000 for a PS. That's crazy. We're in the console space. We're not in PC space. And I think it's sad that some people don't realize that Xbox is just as much of the problem as PlayStation. So you can sit here all you want talking about some. Yeah, we need them in the space because it'll make Sony like change their ways and certain things. Man, Sony don't care what Xbox does, bro. Besides copy them in certain things, they don't. Sony copies what they want to copy. The cut on prices of bullshit, man. Sony, like I said, all they've been doing is upping the price. They ain't been lowering nothing when it comes to these consoles, bro. And I'm not talking about a temporary thing just for a holiday. I'm talking about permanently lowering the prices down for the rest of the years until the next gen comes out, and it still should be lower until the next gen comes out. Or not, it should be lowered down. But my point is this: Marlon sitting here talking about something. Yeah, it's gonna make the console. It's gonna make the competition so much better, and we can get better things for us. But more expensive things for us. Another thing I heard this nigga talking about was something. Yeah, also look at the handhelds. They're up in price, which they are. We should never sit here and mention. You know what? Get a PS5 Portal for 250. PS5 Portal, PS5 Portal for 250. PS Portal, PS5 Portal, whatever you want to call it. I call it PS5 Portal. All this is a PS5 in your hand, right? For 250, cheapest way to get in the game is a PS5 Portal, PS Portal. You know what I mean? He don't never mention that. All he ever mentions is PS5 Pro, and that's it. He really mentions OG PS5, PS5 Pro, PS5 Pro. Or get an OG PS5. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. But like, it's just weird that he always make it seem like just because Xbox is in the space that Sony's going to automatically just lower their prices down. But yet, but yet, like I said, Xbox is the ones that up their prices first. You know, and Sony held back, on upping their prices on their consoles. You see what I'm saying? But you always try to make Sony. Did I heard the thing said something? I want to see Sony. I'm tired of seeing Sony win. I want to see Xbox win for a change and blah 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 blah. But he had no problem of hearing Matt Booty say he want to spin Sony out of existence. Like he want to buy up all these studios and like make Sony just quit and just be forgotten, right? So, hey, I'm like this: if Xbox goes, it goes. You know what I'm saying, I'm like, I like it and everything, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Like, I play Nintendo, I'm good. I know Nintendo ain't compete with something like that, but hey, it is what it is. I play Nintendo. If Xbox goes away, I will play Nintendo. Oh, another thing too. If Xbox is selling their console, sell it to Nintendo. I mean, I'm sorry. If Xbox is selling their IPs and stuff, sell it to Nintendo. Sell it to Sony. I think Ninja Theory would be great for Sony. As far as Heavenly Sword and Hellblade, we can get two good games out of Ninja Theory, which are different. They got more than that, but like those are the main ones I like to play. It's like Heavenly Sword. Sony got an IP right now and it's been dead for so many years. Ninja is right there to be picked up and start back on Heavy Sword with those visuals, but keep the game looking as Heavy Sword supposed to look like, far as the camera angle, but make it look more modern. Man, Heavy Sword will make a killing, just like God of War. A female God of You want a female God of War? Use Ninja Theory, right there, right there. You know what I'm saying? They would make money. They would make bucket loads of money. And give it a longer story, more than 3 or 4 hours. Give it like an 8, 9 hours story, 10 hour story max, and you good, man. And make it a good story though. And they also work on Hellblade as well. I like Hellblade. That's my first time playing Hellblade. I haven't beaten it. Got it a few days ago. I've been working, so I haven't had time to play that much with it. But hey, at the same time, I got both Hellblade games. I like both of them. Um, Only problem I don't like about the game is just the freaking puzzles. But like other than that, I like the gameplay. I like the visuals. I think it's a cool game. I like the sci-fi darkness feel to it. So it's up my alley. I like games like this. So I hate to see this. There you go. Midnight, South of Midnight. I was gonna get that eventually, but I just got the Hellblade first because like you got 2 for 1 from PlayStation. They got it on sale. You get both games for $37. You can't beat that. So I went ahead and got that first. Um, I'm gonna pick up South of Midnight too. I want to get the disc version. I don't want to get. I don't want to get the digital. I want to get the disc version of that of Southern Midnight. So I hate the fact that they closed down that studio as well. Um, it's just sad to see all these places get these studios get shut down. It's looking really spooky over there. Xbox is looking very spooky over there. It's like Sony is the same way. I know they had shut down a lot of studios as far as like Blue Point. they shut down a lot of these multiplayer live server studios, which is a good thing. We didn't want that anyway. So it looked like pretty much Xbox has their own Hiroki Toki, which is a female Ashasama. You know, yeah, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, as far as Merlin, I just wish he just stopped all this um, trying to get this Xbox thing like he's gonna change anything because you're not gonna change nothing. These are major corporations that's gonna sit there and do what they want to do. You are a peon in a big pot. You're a little pea in a big pot, bro. And they don't hear you. It's just a, you know what I'm saying? You can yell and scream all you want about go to your roots and exclusives. The exclusives that never, only time exclusive pushed that console was back in the 360 days. That's it. And probably the Xbox, original Xbox and 360. After 360, man, it's like Xbox just fell off. I ain't gonna, I got an Xbox One right now. I don't hate Xbox or nothing like that at all. I really do like Xbox. The thing is, like, I don't like what Xbox been doing with their studios. I don't like how um I feel like when I'm on Xbox, I'm on eggshells. Like, are they gonna be shut down soon? Because look, we had Phil Spencer back then, right? And Phil Spencer was the only saving grace of Sachi not shutting down Xbox. He's the only one that pretty much kept it going. Now Phil is gone. You have no safety net compared as far as Xbox being shut down. You really don't. So it's this. Not the only that, it's also the games. Like Gears, Frozen, Halo. I'm at the point now, even though I've seen Gears EA, it looks great, it's cool looking, and I would like to play it, but like it is not making me say I gotta go buy a Xbox Series X right now, as far as with that price. Now, like if the Series X was a cheaper price, I'll probably go ahead and buy a Series X. But that's speaking for me. I'm a Gears fan. I bought Gears on my PS5, Gears EA. I also got my Xbox One. Problem is, it's not enough of me out there to sit there and say, okay, the consoles are being pushed up now, so we can start, selling more Xboxes. It's not enough of me, and also people like, that's big Gears fans like that for the console to be pushed. Now, as far as Gears Reload not selling well on PS5, yeah, remember though, a lot of people played Gears already. That's an old game. Like, I got it on. I bought it again because I just want to play with PS5. But a lot of people just didn't buy it. I mean, not on PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they did buy Forza Horizon 5, right? But they gave us out the oldest Gears of War Reloaded. Keep that in mind. Now, this Halo game looks completely different. Like, I don't know how it's gonna sell well on PS5, but I'm definitely gonna buy that on my PS5. I would get on Xbox, but I got Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think they're gonna put it on the old Xbox. I'm not gonna pay for no new Xbox right now, with the price is so high like that. So it is what it is. And I don't want a Series S either because the visuals and it's lackluster in certain things. So I don't want to have a Series S. But yeah. I think Xbox should go ahead and sell over to Nintendo or sell to Tencent. I don't think Sony should have it because Sony will get extremely lazy then. But if somebody else can, oh, that's another thing too. Marlon was talking about something. Nobody can run Xbox like Xbox. Are you crazy, nigga? Xbox can barely run it themselves. If Xbox can run it good, they won't be in this situation. What are you talking about? It's nobody can sell Xbox like nobody can handle Xbox like Xbox. That's not true. All the Xbox can do has been doing for Xbox is just or Microsoft been doing for Xbox is pretty much what? Keeping them alive with money. That's it. That's all they've been doing. It's just buying up studios and shutting them down. You know what I'm saying? That's all they've been doing, bruh. Like we just saw the new Senior game trailer for PS5. All of a sudden that's gonna be canceled. They're being canceled. And you know what? I got a feeling they're gonna start gutting Bethesda too. I got a, you know what? And I also feel as though they're targeting. companies that supports PlayStation that want to put the games on PlayStation. I kind of see that as well because like I don't think she likes the fact that okay look, but Bethesda years ago sit there and told Phil they said look we want to put our games on PlayStation. They told him that they said they want to put same thing with Bungie. They said they want to put their games on Xbox. They want to be multiplayer. And I don't think she likes the fact that they want to be multiplayer. I really don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But and I think she's really targeting companies that want to stay multiplayer. You know what I mean? Look at how she pulled the Halo uh trailer off of PlayStation like that. You know? So I think she's really pretty much targeting. Oh, like you know, also they did say that they're targeting smaller franchises because they're not making no money like that, right? But it's just weird that why Ninja Theory. Y'all sit here and show the trailer for PlayStation. And all of a sudden now they're on the shop. They've been canceled. They already been shut down already. From what I'm hearing, like it ain't a maybe to it that they're actually canceled. But back to Marlon, it's like, dude, how you gonna sit here and say nobody can handle Xbox like Xbox when they can't even keep their games alive? They can't even handle themselves. They can't even like figure out how to sell consoles anymore. They can't do it. Even with exclusives, that still will not work. It worked for the 360 days because that era had the players that really supported Xbox as far as buying their games. I don't know. It's like ever since that little commercial with Sony, someone said you share games, and I don't know. It just fell off since then. You know what I mean? But it's sad to see it go, man. It is. It's just sad to see this happen. But I'm not going to sit here and cry about it like Marlon Gaming Nation is, and have be all in the glooms and the dumps and all that. It's like Xbox made their own bed and they're laying in it. I don't feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for them because like that's what they wanted to do. They chose that route that they want to buy all these studios, they bought all these studios up, and just for Game Pass, and it's not even doing anything for Game Pass. And again, I'm sitting here saying this again. ABK deal, Activision Blizzard deal was the worst decision they made because ever since then they had to go multi-plat way more than it was. The first was PC. After they bought the ABK deal, they had to go everywhere. Everything's the Xbox. Now I ain't gonna sit here and say that it's just Bethesda. Nah, nigga, it's ABK deal because ABK is the one that made the multiplayer, and it's also they lost $700 million. It's for $700 million off of Call of Duty last year. But yeah, you want to stay on Bungie this and Bungie. Bungie ain't doing any way. They're trash. But you know what? You just don't care about Bungie, period. You don't like sci-fi games. I see that. You don't like nothing with no kind of sci-fi stuff to it unless it's Halo. Weird ass. Bro, I'm telling you, though, like, it's just weird. Like, this nigga, all he cares about is just um, Japanese games mostly. And like Souls like kind of games, right? That's sci-fi. But if something comes to like something like Destiny and something like that. Oh, that's trash. Blah blah blah. Blah. Well, you know what, nigga? Those Souls games are trash. How about that? All the Souls games you play are trash. To me, they trash. I can't stand them. Bloodborne, I'm glad it's dead and gone. Fuck Bloodborne. How you like that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel, dog. I don't care about no Bloodborne, nigga. I don't want to see a part two. I hope that's gonna stay there. That's a. You want something about Destiny being dead and trash? Like I said, saying about Bloodborne, even though it probably sold way more. I said it didn't. Just when she came out, that's when I sold buckets of copies probably. But anyway, that's my little rant and my little opinion about you know how things are going with the Xbox and how even if exclusives will not sell it or save it because it didn't save it back then. And Phil Spencer is the reason why you got Game Pass to keep Xbox afloat on life support. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, like all the little rant you want to do for Asha, and you gotta get in there. You gotta fight Sony and going through all these little basketball analogies crap, bro. I don't care about that, man. It ain't gonna save anything. It's not gonna change anything. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like you sit here, I would feel like a fool making a Helix song. Helix, I want you. I want you. Helix, nigga, please. That song was trash. The song trash. And on top of that, nobody asked for that damn game for that song. You know what I'm saying? And like, you're sitting here promoting a $2,000 console and talking about, well, not everybody's gonna buy it. It's gonna be a niche. Then what's the point of putting it out there? You're supposed to be selling consoles to make money. You want to see your player base rise up. How is selling over probably like what 500,000 or less going to push your player base up? Make that make sense. But yeah, Awesome had to sit there and say that yeah, we're gonna have to try to reduce the price on stuff. It might end up making that thing that's an actual just a regular console. They might end up doing that because they don't want to sell it too high. So you might keep that in mind. But as far as Sony, they got their faults as well. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting out exclusive games as much as they need to, and they're not bringing back IPs. I like to see like Heavenly Sword. That's why I said that this theory should be great for buy for Sony, but I don't think they're gonna do it because they don't want to sell small games like that either. Probably I don't know. But I mean, if you want to go with something like Baby Steps, why not get Ninja Theory for like Heavenly Sword, which is a way better game than the Baby Steps? Like, get real, man. Like I said, Sony is not, Sony got their faults too. I'm not gonna say it play right there with Xbox, but this is right now. It's a time for Xbox to have. This is right now. Xbox is showing more things going wrong than Sony is. You know what I'm saying? A way worse state than Sony is. So they deserve smoke just as much though because look at what's going on with Xbox. It's looking mighty spooky at Xbox. Everybody wants to talk about, Sony this and Sony that. Like I say, Sony has done some bad things and wrong things and bad decisions, but it ain't bad as Xbox. Sony had to sit there and say, well, since we got Bungie, we gotta go all multi-plat. We gotta put our games everywhere. We gotta put our games on PC, well, Xbox and Nintendo all the time. They did it for Nintendo one time, and they stopped it. And they did it with Xbox one time, and they stopped it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna sit here and make every game for like all consoles. That's what Xbox was doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That's my little rant though, man. And let's keep in mind that the competition thing you sort of talking about, bro, that's dead and gone. You know what I mean? That's dead and gone, bro. Um, Xbox cannot even handle their own studios for them to you just sit here and say that only people can handle Xbox is Xbox themselves, and Xbox got to sit here and pivot and cut down the fat on this and that, and it's just always something going wrong with them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like if Sony does something bad, what Xbox do? Hold my beer and make it 10 times worse than what it was with Sony, bro. And y'all can't see it still live out there, bro. Xbox is one of the big ones that say hold my beer. But I got pretty soon. I don't know. Pretty soon, I hope that the console prices go down on all consoles, especially with the PlayStation. I don't know, man. Like we just in crazy times right now, and things is going up higher and higher and higher. And but I just don't see just because Xbox is here now that things are getting better for us because it's really not. You know, I will say this though, Xbox has been giving us cheaper games than Sony. Well, yeah, but they're older games though. You know what I mean? Like $49 games, $39 games ain't bad. I take that. Because like several should have been $39.99 or $40 instead of 69 up much for that little crappy ass game, bro. Nobody asked for. Sony wants to sit here and make you spend money on live service games. This should be free to play, right? But live service games, right? $40 for that. Why? Helldiver 2 should be free. Free to play. Helldiver 2 should be free to play. And also, I give Xbox players their props on this though. They are trying to get online play for free. I like that. Smart move. I would. Sony do the same thing, bro. Go back to the PS3 days. Online free games. Free to play games online. And the only thing you need to pay for is just PS Plus to play the games in catalog. Why you gotta sit here and pay to play online? That's ridiculous. And yeah, PC players can play online free all the time. You know what I mean? So, but you know what? I don't see Xbox doing that, giving them free to play online. If it's gonna be a regular console, I don't see that happening. You know. But yeah, guys, that's the end of my video. Hope you just like, share, subscribe if you like the content, if you like what I said. If not, if you disagree, tell me what you disagree about. If you disagree about Xbox not being able to sell even when they have exclusives, let me know. Or do you feel as though um, Game Pass is a problem and it needs to be gone? Let me know about that as well. Or they just need to go ahead and just get rid of like day and date and keep Game Pass. Which I think that's be a better move for them to get rid of day and date. But then again, it might drive away less subscribers on Game Pass. But it's a win lose situation for that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Because like you putting your games day and date on Game Pass, and you're also trying to sell the game as well. But then again, it did good for I guess what is it? Forza Horizon, Forza 4, or Forza Horizon 5 or 6, whatever. That's so good. So I don't know, man. Just gotta wait and see. That's all. But I hope Gears 8 does well for Xbox. I hope that it stays afloat. I don't want to see Gears die. I really don't want to see Gears die, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to see Gears just like fade away in the shadow realm. You know, because yeah, a lady in there right now does not care about games. She does not care about your favorite game. Just like Haruki Totoki, he doesn't care about our favorite games. He doesn't care about what games we really want to play. He don't care about that, man. If he did, we would be playing Spider Man right now. We've been playing Twisted Metal right now. We've been playing um factions right now for the ones like that. I'm not into it, don't care about factions, but you know. For the ones that care about it, hey man, you keep playing it right now. But what happened? Hiroki Toki came on in there and shut it down. And shut it down. Yeah, he shut it down. Um, it just sucks. It's like, okay, now it's good on the PlayStation side, right? I miss people like Jack Trenton. I miss the PS3 era, even though they try to say the PS3 era was the worst. I loved it. See the thing about it, I came in the PS3 era like I guess like towards the middle part or towards the end because like I had an Xbox 360 at the time. When I came into the PS3 era, that's when I got the God of War. I had Twisted Metal Black, and I played that the most. And also I was playing on see Sony had that joint called PS Home, so I mostly played that most of the time. I played Midnight Club LA. I played on my PS3, and I also have my Xbox as well. I think at Midnight Club, Dante's Inferno. I started getting games then. Also, Asura's Wrath and all that stuff. PS3. Batman Arkham. So I had a great time with my PS3 era. For me, I can't speak for everybody else. They talk about like it's the worst era for games and all that. To me, I think it was the best era. We had the best commercials, the best games. For me, you know, what I'm saying for my gameplay, for my experience playing those games back then. God of War 3 was one of the biggest games I loved about the franchise, about getting that PlayStation. Is God of War. Um, I miss those times, bro. PS4 was good to me as well, but it just didn't feel the same as PS3 era. Like the commercials didn't pull me in as much. Besides, um, be greater and all that kind of shit. But like, I don't know. Um, but I had fun on PS4. Uh, God of War again, the newest one didn't really like click with me like that. I bought it and everything, but it wasn't like nothing amazing to me like that. I'm more to the old God of War trilogies. Um, young Kratos. I'm not gonna call him old, but he's young. You know what I'm saying? Young Kratos. TC Carlton Kratos is the best Kratos in my opinion. Those days, man, we're never gonna get those days back again. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm making. Like, with Marlon, you talking about 360 days? That's not coming back, bro. Sorry. Those days are gone. We talk about PS3 era and Xbox era, 360 era, all we want, but the people there are no longer there. We don't have those kind of fighters from back then to this day. We don't. He got pushed out or fired. You know. And again, I blame a lot of stuff on Hiroki Toki, and also I blame stuff on Shigeru Yoshida. Even though Shigeru Yoshida, I say this though, he did say that he was in charge of what games are good, what games are bad. Okay, cool. But only problem I got with Shigeru Yoshida was that fact that he wanted to put games on PC. And I've been saying this in a lot of my videos, is because that I think he did that because there was his revenge tactic of getting back at Sony for demoting him to what he was doing and Jim Ryan. That's the reason why I think he wouldn't start saying PC. You know what I'm saying? So that was his get back plan. That was his lick back at Sony by doing that. You know? But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whew, it's wild, man. But anyway, guys, we'll go ahead and end the video here. Like, share, subscribe. Again, sorry for making the video too long, but I just wanted to get some extra stuff off my chest real quick because sometimes, things come to my mind that I haven't talked about, and it just comes to my mind while I'm speaking about the industry. And like, oh yeah, this guy I got to talk about, that I got to talk about. But anyway, that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. God bless and one love. Peace.